The field instrument for the detection of low energy radiation probe, or FIDLER probe, detects low energy X-rays and gammas. It simultaneously records data over 4 separate energy regions by use of a multi-channel discriminator. The FIDLER probe monitors all 4 energy regions simultaneously. The base unit home screen has the ability to display 1 or 2 energy channels at a time. The right radiation reading panel can be easily toggled to other channels for easy viewing by pressing the Enter key. The names and ranges of these energy regions are plutonium-239L X-ray in the range of 13 to 18 kiloelectron volts, americium-241 gamma in the range of 59 to 60 keV, uranium-235 gamma in the range of 143 to 220 keV, and X-ray low-energy gamma, or collective channel, in the range of 13 to 220 keV. It detects low-energy X-rays and gammas through the channels, providing information that can enable the operator to distinguish between the presence of different materials of interest. The FIDLER probe may be used to detect alpha emitters through their characteristic X-ray emissions. It is powered by the base unit and weighs a little over 7 pounds. The FIDLER probe is meant to be carried by the operator's side and has an adjustable handle to allow the probe to be lowered and raised so that the probe can be held at the distance per your requirements, at least 2 to 3 inches above the surface being surveyed. The adjustable handle allows all operators, regardless of their height, to adjust to the same distance from the surface being measured. Published efficiencies for the FIDLER probe were taken with sources approximately 10.25 inches from the face of the probe. There is a shoulder strap for the probe that is meant to help support the weight of the probe and keep it from being dropped. While conducting surveys with the FIDLER probe, use of the base unit carrying pouch is recommended, either worn with the shoulder strap across your body or attached using the MOLLE attachment methods to your belt or vest as desired. To operate the FIDLER probe, first power on the base unit. Remove the probe connector protective cap from the base unit. Connect the common probe cable by aligning the red dot on the base unit's probe connector to the red dot on the end of the common probe cable collar. Insert until the connection is secure. Remove the protective cap from the probe. Connect the common probe cable to the probe by aligning the red dot on the probe's connector to the red dot on the end of the common probe collar. Insert until the connector is fully seated. Verify that the base unit home screen displays 2 radiation reading panels, and at least one of those is a FIDLER probe channel, and verify that the FIDLER probe icon shows in the footer. There are 4 channels for the FIDLER probe. Press the Enter key to cycle through the 4 FIDLER probe channels and the base unit radiation reading panel on the right side of the screen. Also verify that the correct units of measurement align with the requirements of your survey or mission. While on the home screen, press the back key to display the alarm thresholds. Thresholds displayed will correspond to the current channels on the home screen. To see the others, toggle first using the Enter key, then press the back key again. If you need to change the alarm thresholds, you can go to the main menu, select Probe, choose the FIDLER probe, and go to the Advanced screen to make changes. Before starting your survey or mission, you should verify the probe is working as expected by performing a source check. For the source check, ensure the 13 to 220 keV channel is displayed on the home screen. If it is not displayed, press the Enter key until you see it in the right radiation reading panel. Locate the 1 microcurie cesium-137 check source, ensuring you are using one that is not over 30 years of age. Place the check source in direct contact with the FIDLER Probe's detector center mark on the bottom of the probe with the label facing away from the probe. If the alarm thresholds are set at a level that causes a radiation alarm, acknowledge any alarms by pressing the Enter key. There may be alarms in more than one channel, requiring multiple acknowledgements. Hold the check source in place for at least 30 seconds, allowing the reading to settle. Verify that the radiation reading value for the 13 to 220 keV channel falls within the range of 400 to 2,100 counts per second. Next, perform a rad test. Press the menu key, highlight the health icon, and press Enter. Highlight the rad test button and press Enter. Leave the FIDLER Probe in direct contact with the check source for 1 minute. Verify that the probe CNT or count displays at least 1 count or higher and displays pass. After the 1 minute, press the Enter key to acknowledge the rad test results. Do not use the FIDLER Probe if the source check was not in the range provided or does not show at least 1 count and the word pass at the end of the rad test. For troubleshooting procedures, please refer to the technical manual. Return the check source to its storage location. The FIDLER Probe is now ready for your survey or mission. The FIDLER Probe's detector is set back 2 inches from the bottom face of the probe due to the addition of thermal insulation. Keep in mind these 2 inches when determining a distance between the detector and surfaces being surveyed. Never place the FIDLER Probe in direct contact with a suspected radiological surface to prevent the face of the probe from becoming contaminated with radioactive material or other material that would lead to shielding and obscure the readings. While conducting moving surveys or missions, keep the bottom of the probe at the determined distance from the ground and walk at a slow speed, as prescribed by your survey or mission requirements. For stationary surveys or missions, keep the bottom of the probe at the distance from the ground, as prescribed by your survey or mission requirements. Take a data log, proceed to the next location, and repeat. For stationary operations, the scalar data logging mode may be used. A few things that are specific to operating probes with the RDS base unit include changing the location and display of probe radiation reading panels on the home screen, viewing probe health, viewing probe information, and changing the probe's unit of measurement and alarm thresholds. To change the location and display of probe radiation readings on the home screen, press the menu key, highlight Settings, and press Enter. A shortcut for getting to the Advanced button quickly is to press the up arrow key. Once highlighted, press Enter. Choose what radiation readings to display in the left panel and right panel of the home screen by using the left and right arrow keys to change options for each panel. To see the health status of the FIDLER Probe, press the menu key, highlight Health, and press Enter. Highlight Details for the FIDLER Probe and press Enter. This screen displays current alarms, faults, and notifications. To view information about the FIDLER Probe, press the menu key, highlight Info, and press Enter. Highlight the FIDLER Probe icon and press Enter. On this screen you can see the serial number of the probe, what firmware version is installed, the probe's main circuit board version number, calibration information, and date of calibration. There are probe-specific settings you can change for the FIDLER Probe. To access those settings, press the menu key, highlight Probes, press Enter, highlight the FIDLER Probe icon, and press Enter. Settings can be changed for each of the 4 FIDLER Probe channels. Pressing the right and left arrow keys allow you to select one of those channels, then proceed to make setting changes for that channel. Press the down arrow key to highlight the Advanced button, and then press Enter to access the Advanced FIDLER Probe screen. Change the units of measure using the left and right arrow keys. Press the down arrow key to highlight low, medium, or high alarm threshold values. Threshold values are set to be specific to the set unit of measurement. To change a threshold value, press the Enter key and the data entry screen will appear. Note that the previous value shows on the top of the data entry screen. Use the arrow keys to highlight the new numbers and press Enter for each number to enter the new values. When you are done, press the Done button and press Enter. Press the Home key to return to the home screen. When finished with your survey, disconnect the FIDLER Probe. To disconnect, make sure to pull on the cable collar of the common probe cable, not on the strain relief or cable itself. For troubleshooting on the FIDLER Probe, please consult the technical manual.